Natural disasters across our nation have been devastating the lives of millions of Americans. This map shows just some of the areas and families that have been stricken and waited and waited and waited months for federal support. The Missouri-Mississippi River system are absolutely clogged from the Canadian border all the way down to the mouth at New Orleans. And the devastation is understood by Americans who watch the news, and we've waited months and months and months for federal support, and the failure for this body to act faster is shameful. So I welcome this moment this morning on behalf of all those who've been harmed. It is the top responsibility of Congress to provide these hard-hit communities with strength, hope, and support to recover. Imagine, looking out your window and seeing this in your backyard. That's happened to thousands and thousands of families. This supplemental will finally provide aid to these ailing people and communities damaged by hurricanes, typhoons, volcanic activities, tornadoes, floods, snowstorms, and wildfires. From our energy and water accounts, $2 billion is provided to fix damaged Army Corps projects, with an additional $1.5 billion in Army Corps funding for the devastation wreaked by the flooding in the Midwest. We are at a 125-year high in the amount of rainfall coming down between the Rockies and the Appalachians, 125-year high in this country. Many communities have been flooded like this one, but also we have very high water levels, even in the Great Lakes region, soaked, and farmers are so concerned about what's going to happen, and business owners and homeowners. Many of these communities are still underwater, but here we provide an initial down payment. The bill also contains $775 million to accelerate projects to mitigate future disaster damages. The bill comprehensively aids devastated communities with nutrition and Medicaid assistance, crop and livestock aid to farmers, aid to upended rural populations. It rebuilds devastated military and Coast Guard installations so our service members can focus on protecting our national security. Imagine Camp Lejeune asking us for more help. It funds resiliency of our nation's drinking, wastewater, and electrical grid systems, and provides communities help to rebuild businesses and local public infrastructure. Importantly, it includes significant help to rebuild Puerto Rico, which suffered complete devastation from Hurricanes Irma and Maria. This is deeply personal to my constituents and to me. The President's refusal to recognize Puerto Ricans as the American citizens they are is unconscionable. The Senate Republicans back this position and find it reprehensible. Might I have an additional 15 seconds?
Yes, 15
I
seconds.
thank the gentlelady
for an additional 15 seconds.
Thank you. This is the second time this House has voted on supplemental funding this year. It's time the Senate take up this legislation and give some peace to American communities and our citizens living in devastation. I urge swift passage of this act and yield back, and thank Congress Chairwoman Lowy for the opportunity to speak.
Gentlelady yields back.